There was a time when I fainted in the Midway airport. I want to say that it was when I was 15, so 6 years ago. I don't faint often. I think I've only fainted like 2 or 3 times in my entire life. You see, I have possibly the reason I fainted, and that was because of one hot dog. A literal hot dog. I like hot dogs when they're clean and they have ketchup on them, but when they're dirty, that's a bad sign. So I remember during that morning I was eating a hot dog, and I remember it falling onto the kitchen countertop, which wasn't clean, if I remember correctly. I also remember my mom asking me, just eat it anyways, I mean, it's not that big of a deal. I was like, sure, I guess. So I decided I was hungry. We didn't have time to eat cereal, so I ate the hot dog. So we went to Midway Airport. Everything was okay. We were there over by the tickets, just getting ready to pack our luggage and then head over to Mexico. And then, out of nowhere, I started feeling weird. It was like you see flashes of light, or I should say, flashes of white. And I was like, whoa, why is my vision going so crazy? And then before I knew it, I fainted. Or it was weird because I was aware that I was fainting. I remember like being dragged down to the ground and my parents were like, "Oh my goodness, are you okay?" And then it was like I was just falling asleep on the cold ground because it was so cold and I needed something cold to sleep on. Next thing I knew, I woke up to an airport lady saying, "Hey there, are you alright?" I didn't get a headache, but I did feel like tired, like exhausted. And then the lady did say that she was thankful I didn't hit my head on the metal of the counter. That would have been really bad. I remember my dad coming with me to the hospital nearby the airport. My mom and brother just went off to Mexico so they wouldn't miss their flight. I remember the ambulance bill being $1,000. I do not remember being in the actual ambulance. I remember after waking up, or at least when I was in the lobby of the hospital, I was like, oh my goodness, my mom and my brother went on this trip without me. My dad took me back to our house. There was a program at the airport. If you are a child of a parent or a guardian that already went on their flight, you can still catch up with them, so to speak. I went on this flight by myself, but I was taken care of. I went to a room in one of the airports. I don't remember if it was Midway or the Texan airport. There were a bunch of snacks. There was like a game console, there was a TV, there were books, so much stuff to like satisfy us until our next flight. That was the most interesting experience of my life.